Hi guys, welcome back to Adam McKola TV. This is another Premier League review and we are live. Welcome to Adam McKola TV. How are you guys doing this evening? We've had another action-packed weekend of Premier League football and the Premier League is beginning to hot up nicely now. Plenty of goals left, right and centre. Although it was the one crucial goal from Romelu Lukaku that sealed it for Manchester United this weekend. We had plenty of goals down at the King Power Stadium as Liverpool just pipped Leicester City 3-2. Although Jamie Vardy missed an absolute, I was going to say a sitter, it was a penalty. But it's really annoying when he went down the middle, the same place he's gone for his last two penalties and made it obvious for the goalkeeper. Not only that, we also had Manchester City trouncing Crystal Palace 5-0. Chelsea also battering Stoke City with Alvaro Morata turning it on. And of course, Spurs beating West Ham at the Olympic Stadium 3-2 with Harry Kane yet again in the goals and closing in on Lukaku, Morata and Aguero at the top of the goal scoring charts, which leaves us to the main topic of debate tonight. Who will finish Golden Boot winner in the Premier League this season? Alexandre Lacazette went and scored 2 today, which brings him level with Harry Kane. He's scored in all of his home games, struggling on the road for Arsenal at the moment to find a goal, but 4 goals in his 3 home games in the league means he's got 3 and 6 in the Premier League so far, and he is level with Harry Kane. So we'll be talking the top goal scorer race, we'll be talking all the Premier League fixtures, we'll be talking the sack race. Is Slaven Bilic set to be sacked at West Ham? Obviously lots of pressure heaping in on him at the moment, but also Eddie Howe under pressure too, although I'll be honest, I doubt Bournemouth would sack Eddie Howe. I really doubt they'll do that. Not yet, anyway. And Watford continue to impress with a victory away from home. Last time out, they got battered by Manchester City, but they bounced back and got a win on the road. Plenty of stuff to talk about today. So keep it locked to Adam McKola TV. I'll be diving into your comments as well. I'll be getting involved in the comments. Keep hitting that like button. And as you can see, there's a live subscriber count just below my face. So get subscribing and get that subscriber count ticking all the way up. Can we hit 50k by the end of 2017? That is the target. Right then, let me dive into your comments. Let's see what's going on here. Bilic next to goal surely, says Jo. Lacazette brace, says Shubham. Martial will get 15 goals, says Anthony Martial. Inez Fushi says Aguero will get benched at some point. So I think it will be Kane, with Lukaku a close second. Robert Wagner's watching all the way in Oklahoma. Thank you for watching, mate. Big Rom for Golden Boot. Biased as fuck, but I don't care, says Tian the Goldie. I don't think you have to be biased to think that Romelu Lukaku could win the Golden Boot. It's a very strong possibility. He's sitting top of the league at the moment. So, of course, he's level, but he's sitting top of the charts at the moment. So it's not unrealistic to say that Romelu Lukaku could finish top of the goal scoring charts. Lukaku will get 30 goals, says Anthony Martial. Road to 50k with the hashtag, says Always Ali. Lukaku hopefully, says Mangashu. And if Kane wins the Golden Boot once again, does that mean he'll be the first ever player to win this award 3 times in a row? I'm not sure. I don't know if he'll be the first ever player to win it 3 times in a row. Shearer obviously had quite a good dominance on it. Henry, Van Nistelrooy, I don't know. Possibly. I'm not sure. I'd have to check that one out. Martial can't win it. He doesn't start enough games to be able to win it, and he doesn't play up front. So I think it'd be unfair to count Martial in the charts, in the chase. Watching in my lecture from New Zealand, says Jose. Thank you for tuning in, Jose. Hopefully you're not missing some key information. Michael says he thinks Lukaku will bag 27. So, Morata, by the way, can I just say how good did Alvaro Morata look at Stoke? And now, obviously, people have mentioned Stoke City as the acid test in the Premier League. Can he do it at Stoke? But Alvaro Morata was absolutely fantastic. And you look at all of his goals, the way they came. One of them was a poacher's goal. One of them was like Fernando Torres at his best in the Premier League, running through on the defence and changing his body shape and dinking it in. And his performance was fantastic. And I think people were quick to write off Alvaro Morata at the beginning of the season. I don't know if a few Man United fans wrote him off just because he didn't come to Manchester United. But when he went to Chelsea, I knew they were still signing a quality player. I didn't expect him to be banging in hat-tricks at Stoke so early on, to be totally honest with you. But he is doing that. Whether he can replace Diego Costa throughout the season, I don't know. That's the true test of Alvaro Morata this season. Can he be the main man for a big club week in, week out? Because he hasn't done that yet. He hasn't done that. But when you look at his goal-scoring record for Real Madrid as a squad player and from the bench, you look at his goal-scoring record at Juventus, he was always going to score goals at Chelsea. But can he do it consistently, and can he deliver consistently in order to replace Diego Costa? Because Diego Costa will be a huge miss for Chelsea. But so far, so good for Alvaro Morata. I just think Chelsea against Arsenal, you saw there, Diego Costa would have been the difference in that game and probably got a goal or two and won them that game. Can Morata do that as the season progresses? But so far, he's been absolutely fantastic. And you look at Harry Kane. He went through the season again, not scoring in August. It's a little bit strange. Does it take a while to get going? But once he's got going, he's banging goals in for fun. And his brace at West Ham was another quality brace for him. And he's looking good at this moment in time. Is Harry Kane. Is on fire at the minute. As is Romelu Lukaku. 8 in 8 for Manchester United. 6 in 6 in the league. Phenomenal record so far. And he could have had a few more as well. Obviously missed a penalty against Leicester. The only game that he didn't score in for Manchester United. So he's absolutely on fire at the moment. And it's a shame. There's been a furore over his chant and his song and all that stuff. And no one's really been talking about his football, and his agent said so much today. And I think once we all sit back and look at Romelu Lukaku, a lot of people were questioning him when he signed for Manchester United. Can he do it? Can he do his first touch? Can he do it for a big team? Can he do it in the big games? Etc, etc. Obviously, we've not had any huge games at this moment in time. But he is performing and he is scoring. As long as we keep creating chances for Romelu Lukaku, he will continue to put them away. And in Sergio Aguero, we've got another one. This is a big race for the Golden Boot this season. Aguero, Kane, Lukaku, Morata, Lacazette. Could he come into the mix? What are you guys thinking? Get your comments in. Get liking the video. Get subscribing as well. Later on in the video, we will have a Fantasy Premier League update. So I'll be bringing you an update on that. And of course, I'll be bringing you my team as it stands. I haven't updated my team in the last few weeks, which is really annoying because I've missed out on points because of it. But I have to make a few changes. So I will be making some changes this week with fixtures coming up. And I'll let you know what those are, obviously, in the next Premier League review. I'm going to drop the Premier League preview show. I don't think that one's needed at this moment in time with the amount of content I'm making at the minute. So we'll just keep it a Premier League review show. So West Ham 2, Tottenham 3 was the first game of the weekend. Tottenham 3, West Ham 2. Now Tottenham getting that win. Crucial win for them. 3-0 up they were, or 3-1 anyway. And Aurier gets sent off. It's all up in the air. West Ham, at 3-1, they could have got that goal with another 5 minutes to go. The crowd could have come into it, but they didn't get that goal. And Tottenham saw it out in the end, and it was a deserved Tottenham victory. Slaven Bilic is going to be under huge pressure at this moment in time. Now, we are only 6 games in. That is totally unfair, but he's had the chances to make signings in the summer. He brought in his own players that he wanted to bring in, and he was back in the summer. Yes, their first 3 games were away from home. They've had to play all 3 games away from home because the stadium is being used for athletics. And that could go against them. They had some difficult games. They've played United, for example. They've played Tottenham, for example. But how many points have they got? They've got 4 points and they're sitting in the bottom 3. 4 points and they're in the bottom 3. Now, when you look at your games and your points, if your games are more than your points tally, I think you should be worried. Now, obviously, we're 6 games in. A run of 2 wins, 3 wins, and you're right back up there in the league. So I don't think it's that much to be worried about at this moment in time. But I think Slaven Bilic needs to start getting worried, and I think his team needs to start putting some results out the bag for him. He needs to sort out as well. They've got Andy Carroll. I know Andy Carroll was a substitute in the start of that game, and he came on off the bench after an injury to Mikel Antonio. And then they pushed Chicharito out wide. Like, what are they doing with that situation? Surely it would work best with maybe Carroll just off Chicharito, but then they've got to get Mikel Antonio into it as well. So it's a bit of a muddle at the moment, trying to find their best system to accompany all these strikers that they do got, because they've definitely got goals in their side, do West Ham, as they showed then, but they conceded 3. So you're already onto a loser there. Huddersfield kept another clean sheet, and David Wagner's side keeping plenty of clean sheets. I predicted them to go down this season, and they kept another clean sheet at Burnley, and I thought Burnley would win this. I thought it'd be a tight game, but Burnley would win. Burnley were frustrated, made them, obviously they kept the clean sheet too. They love keeping clean sheets at home. But interesting game, and I think Huddersfield could, if they keep going this way, comfortably stay up. They're keeping clean sheets for fun, and that's what those newly promoted teams need to do. Keep clean sheets. If you keep it clean sheets, you run for a point a game, and if you run for a point a game, you're staying up. So I think David Wagner's side are fantastically doing well at the moment. We've got to go there soon as well, I think in 2 or 3 games time. So interesting one, but Huddersfield have made a great start to the season, and they're nowhere near that bottom 3 as I expected they would be. Everton just about got a win at Bournemouth, and it was Niasse, who was rumoured to be leaving in the summer. Ronald Koeman said he didn't want him. Niasse was looking for a new club, didn't leave. He didn't even have a locker at the club, and now he has. He's got 2 goals for them. And he won the game for them against Bournemouth after Josh King's fantastic goal in the opening of the second half. Wayne Rooney with a big elbow to his face, and the defender should have been sent off for that, which would have obviously swung the game in Everton's favour. Eddie Howe's been under pressure recently, not won any games. Sitting on 3, sorry, they have won 1 game, but they're sitting on 3 points out of 6 games. That's not good enough. Second from bottom. Only Palace have got less points than them on 0. So Bournemouth have obviously been under pressure. You'd expect them to get points at home, but they haven't been doing that at the minute. And they went 1-0 up. This is probably one of their better performances of the season so far, which will give Eddie Howe confidence. But again, he's under pressure. Man City 5-0, comfortable. We'll talk about that later. United 1-0 against Southampton. Watford getting a big win at Swansea. Marco Silva getting the win. And they were 1-0 up, 1-1, and they got that winner. I expected maybe both sides to settle for the draw once it went to 1-1. But Watford kept pushing, made sure they got the 3 points. And they're picking up points all over the place at the moment. Watford are a fantastic side. They're sitting on joint 11 points with Spurs and Liverpool. So it shows you what kind of start they've made to the season. I foolishly predicted them to go down because I totally forgot Marco Silva was in charge. Had I remembered Marco Silva was in charge, I would have obviously not predicted them to go down. I honestly mean that, by the way. I'm not just saying it to save face. But they're looking very comfortable at the moment. And if you're saying they are involved in a relegation battle, well, they've already picked up 25% of their points to keep them up. So they'll be feeling confident going into the season as well. Just 6 games in. Leicester, with that 3-2 defeat against Liverpool. Now, it all swung on the penalty. If that penalty goes in, they could potentially win the game 4-3. But even then, they had their chances. And I just feel, after the cup game at home, they should have gone into this with confidence. Yes, it was a different Liverpool side that came out. Yes, Salah's goal was fantastic. Coutinho's free kick was fantastic. But I think defensively, Leicester ain't what they were. You could always rely on Leicester defensively being very, very good, hitting teams on the counter-attack, and they've lost that at the moment. Maybe they need to freshen things up. I think Maguire was a good signing for them. But they've still got the likes of Hoof and Wesley Morgan hanging around. And maybe the hunger has just gone in those. I'm not too sure. But I would consider strengthening my defence in January, because I think the likes of Islam Slimani, Jamie Vardy, they're affected by the fact that you haven't got a very good defence at the moment and you're leaking goals. But having said that, Jamie Vardy's penalty, if it goes in, it's a good penalty. But when you know the keeper does their research, when you know both of your penalties have gone in that position, why are you doing it again? I know Van Nistelrooy used to always hit it down the same spot. Maybe I'm just frustrated because I didn't see Liverpool drop points. But it was a poor decision by Vardy. Could have slammed it in the corner, slammed it even high and straight down the middle. But just placing it, just where the keeper can save it is really poor, because if the keeper holds his position until you shoot, it's an easy save. Unless the keeper commits himself early, it's not going to go in. And Mignolet didn't commit himself, and it was just boom. There you go. Easy save. Poor penalty from Jamie Vardy, I think. You've got to make it so that even if the keeper does guess, it's going in anyway. Yeah, poor penalty. Brighton, crucial 3 points in what you could say was a 6-pointer for them. But Newcastle could have went into the top 4 with a victory. It was 0-0 for a long time. Brighton got the goal. And then Newcastle had a few opportunities but didn't take them. And Brighton held on for the victory. Big victory. Those kind of wins are big. Because if they fizzle out into a draw for Brighton, it's 2 points dropped ultimately, because those are the kind of games that they'll be looking to win. Pick up 3 points in, maybe pick up a point away to Newcastle. That's 4 points on the board. So when you're looking at it from Chris Hughton's perspective, I think that was a game he would have had down as, I need to get 3 points here. Newcastle at home, I need to get 3 points. And Brighton getting those 3 points was a big scout for them. I had Newcastle in my ACCA, funnily enough. I thought they'd win it. I thought their form would give them the win. And I thought Rafa Benitez would pull something out. But Brighton kept the clean sheet and got that goal. And it's those kind of performances at home that can be the difference, and that can keep you up come the end of the season. And then, of course, tonight, Arsenal won 2-0. I think they had a little bit of a hand from the referee. Being totally honest, Jay Rodriguez should have had a penalty. Although it was made difficult for the referee by the fact that he got up, shot, hit the post, come out again. They could have scored, they didn't. But I feel the ref has to give a penalty there. It was a stonewall penalty. And then the penalty that Lacazette got for his second, that was suspect as well. It was just weights. Get on the weights. What are you doing? Strength. Darren Sweetman commenting about who will win the Golden Boot says hopefully Lukaku, because in my opinion he will score in the big games and prove his worth. Lacazette scored for Arsenal, says Mauro a day. I know he did. He's fourth in the tally at the moment, level with Harry Kane on 4 goals. Morata, Aguero, Lukaku are the top 3 with 6 goals. That's a goal a game on average for them at the moment. Guys, get hitting that like button. Get hitting that subscribe button. Can we hit 41,000 today, guys? I know it's a bit of a stretch, asking for 250 odd subs in a day, but surely we can do it. We used to get flowing with these subscribers in the summer, and all of a sudden they've drived up. What has YouTube done to the algorithm? What is going on at the minute? Views are drying up, lives drying. It's all gone madness. Still love you guys, the regulars. I still love you guys at all, but you certainly have funnies going down on YouTube. Nazboy says it was nice meeting you at Southampton away. My name is Nazizi. Nice to meet you, mate. Nice to meet you. Adam, what do you think about Herrera? It worries me that he's being benched. It doesn't worry me that he's being benched, mate. He's a huge part of the squad. And I do believe Ander Herrera will continue to get games for Manchester United. Don't worry about that. The next PES video is going to be tomorrow, as is the CSKA Moscow preview as well. So keep it locked for that. We've got a Wally of the Week coming as well this week, but I might keep it until Thursday because of the fact that we've obviously got Champions League football midweek. Lukaku is not hungry about food, he's hungry about goals, says Vegito. Strange comment, but I'll have that. I hope he's hungry for goals throughout the season. We need 20 more likes to hit the 100 like mark. Come on, guys, get hitting that 100 like mark. Get hitting that like button. It doesn't take you very, very long. Do CSKA versus United on PES, says Jail. I've actually got CSKA Moscow in my group, so hopefully the next game up. If they're the next game up, it works out perfect, doesn't it? So that would be nice. We have got an update for the Fantasy Premier League coming towards the end of the video as well, where I'll be updating you on my points tally, my position in the league, and who's sitting top of the league in the Adam McKola TV league. It's been a while since we updated you on that. I do apologise, but we're back in the swing of things now. We've got the Fantasy Premier League review coming in. We've got the Premier League review up and running again for you guys. Aguero won't get the Golden Boot, who share goals with Gabriel Jesus, says Governor Bandicoot. But if they're hitting 5 to 6 goals a game, as they have been in recent weeks, then there'll be enough goals to go around and for him to still get Golden Boot. Can they continue that scoring rate? Because Manchester City at the moment are flying. They're keeping clean sheets as well, which is a surprising thing. And I didn't expect them to do that. So get your comments in, guys. We're discussing today the Golden Boot race. Who will get the Golden Boot in the Premier League? We got Kane on 4, Lacazette on 4, Lukaku, Morata and Aguero on 6. Who will win the sack race? At the moment, Bilic is obviously leading the way. But do you think someone else will come in behind him and beat him to the post? Golden Boot, sack race and title race. Who's going to win the title race? But who do you think the title race is between? Is it just between the Manchester clubs, or do Chelsea come into the equation as well? What do you think about that? Get your comments in on all those things that we're discussing here today on the Premier League review on youtube.com/Adam McKola. Keep your comments flowing and keep them coming in. We're live, we're direct on youtube.com/Adam McKola. We've got plenty more coming for you this week. And did you see the FIFA 18 launch party vlog that I did? I put up a launch party vlog video featuring myself, Cheeky Sport, Alex Hunter. Yeah, Alex Hunter's in it, Manny's in it. If you like the FIFA videos, Manny Official in the video. We also had Dele Ali stop by and give us a wave. Who else was in it? There's a few more people in the vlog. I can't remember, so I do apologise if I've forgotten anybody. But check out the FIFA 18 launch party vlog video once we have finished here. Also, if you find the first PES 2018 video that I did on this channel, there's also an opportunity to win PES 2018 on PS4. And we will be doing another video for you this week on that. So keep your eyes and ears peeled for all the new content that's coming your way on Adam McKola TV. And if you don't know, I announced a new channel with Cheeky Sport, which is a gaming channel called Love This Game. Me and Cheeky Sport are doing the bits. Yes! We got loads coming, man. I'm so excited at the moment for everything we're doing on YouTube. And that's not to mention Full-Time Devils is still popping! Kay says, do some pro clubs on FIFA 18. I will do, and I'll do in a FIFA career mode as well. Albert Adoma for the Golden Boot, says John. Nice to see you in here, John. Thank you for joining us. Fellaini's injured, ? Says Yassine. I heard that as well. Martial on Fantasy Football and username my bench boots this. What? Top 5 strikers in the world now. Luis Suarez, Lewandowski, Aguero, Kane, and Aubameyang. You definitely spelled that wrong, mate, but I know what you mean. You and Dave is like porn, says Liam Austin. Red Rum all the way to the Golden Boot. Brad Smith, thank you for your comment, mate. Fellaini injured news. Let's check an update on the Fellaini news. He didn't travel to CSKA Moscow. Oh yeah, because of that tackle on him by Shane Long, that absolute scumbag. Did you guys see that? The tackle by Shane Long on Marouane Fellaini. It was awful. There's no sign of how long he's going to be out for, which is unfortunate. But he's not travelled to CSKA Moscow, which would suggest Ander Herrera is going to start alongside Nemanja Matic. Maybe bring Mata in just a little bit deeper. Then have a 3 ahead of them. That could be a possibility. Carrick coming in could also be a possibility. Carrick, Matic and Herrera. Is that too defensive? What are your thoughts on that? But obviously we'll be talking more about that in the CSKA Moscow preview, which will be up on the channel. Today we're talking the race for the Golden Boot. Romelu Lukaku's on fire. 8 in 8 for Manchester United. 6 in 6 in the Premier League. Alvaro Morata, can he do it on a Saturday night at Stoke? Yes, he fucking can, as he bags a hat-trick in classy style to take his tally in the league to 6 goals. Sergio Aguero notched another one as Manchester City beat Crystal Palace 5-0, and that's him on 6. Kane grabbing 2 against West Ham. That's him on 4. And Lacazette grabbing 2 against West Bromwich Albion to bring him on 4. Who will get the Golden Boot? Manchester United have Crystal Palace up next. And I'm sure Romelu Lukaku's looking at that. Look, I don't want to get complacent here and think it's 3 points in the bag. Of course, you would expect it to after Crystal Palace haven't scored and haven't won any games in the league this season. So you'd expect United to win that game. And Romelu Lukaku will be looking at that game thinking, this is an opportunity for me to boost my ratings. If I don't get at least 2 goals in this game against Palace, he'll be coming off the pitch disappointed. And I wouldn't be surprised by that at all, because he will be wanting to grab some goals against Palace. They've got no Benteke, no Timothy Fosu-Mensah, because obviously he's on loan from Man United. So their team has been shortened of two of their best players, and United will have to go there. Well, they'll have to come to Old Trafford, and United will have to fucking slap them, that's for sure. So yeah, man, how are you guys thinking? Why are you guys thinking about the Golden Boot race and how you're feeling? They're due a goal. Mr. Problematic says, video summary, Adam thinks it will be Lukaku. That's not actually right, because I think if Aguero stays fit, and with the rate of goals that Manchester City are going to be scoring, he could easily take it. Romelu Lukaku, when Zlatan comes in towards the tail end of the season, will he be rested more, in and out of the team? What will happen with that situation? So you've got to bear that in mind. Also, can he keep up that goal rate? You're looking at Harry Kane, banging goals for fun. So there's a lot of competition here for that Golden Boot. I think Lukaku's only competition is Aguero and Kane. I don't think anyone else will come close to them. Of course, you could look at Sanchez, Morata, but I don't think they will. Lacazette, I don't think he will. So you're looking at those, and I think it's Kane, Aguero, or Lukaku to win it. And I think whoever wins it, I don't think Spurs are going to win the title. But out of Lukaku and Aguero, could the winner win the league for their clubs? Could it be that important this season? Do you think the Golden Boot has that much importance this season in terms of where the title goes because of who's battling for it? What do you guys think in terms of that? McTominay has travelled with the Manchester United squad to CSKA Moscow. So he has travelled. Them three are different class, says Bradley Smith. Olivier Giroud for Golden Boot, says Liam Austin. I would imagine Romelu Lukaku, Harry Kane, and Sergio Aguero will score more goals than Olivier Giroud starts Premier League games. That's what I'm saying. 3-season wonder. Those questions are long gone about Harry Kane, aren't they? Vardy has 5, says Abdi. Are we counting Vardy into the race then? Does anyone want to make an argument for Jamie Vardy? Dexter says United need to kill Palace. We definitely do need to kill Palace. And we got the Palace game on Saturday, and I'll be doing another match day vlog. There was obviously no match day vlog this weekend at Southampton. I didn't have a ticket for a game, so I didn't do one. I was obviously down there. As you saw, we did the reaction from outside St Mary's, but I wasn't at the game as I didn't have a ticket. So, guys, this has been the Premier League review show for game week 6. I'm going to go into the Fantasy Premier League updates now. So, this is my team and how my team scored this weekend. Lukaku, 14 points. Silva, 11 points. Big point scorers for me. Chicharito got a goal as well. Dele Alli grabbing 8 points for me. Poor David Luiz. I forgot to take Paul Pogba out of my team, and it would have been wise to replace him with Ariel Romeu or Mariappa in order to at least pick up a few points. But I didn't do that. Hopefully maybe a few substitutions will get me that. But remember when I was doing well in the league and I was in the top 100, I've dropped to 604th in the league, which is something like 75 points away from the top spot. I've had absolute mare, an absolute fucking mare. So that's what's going on. I've got 2 free transfers though, so I'm going to be making the most of those free transfers. And I want you guys to get me some comments in about who you think I should be bringing in into those transfers. If you want to get involved with the Adam McKola TV League, I'll put the... oh shit, I didn't put the code on, did I? I'll put the code in the description below shortly. And that is the table. So you've had a change at the top. Isaac Berg, who has come from nowhere, 409 points, is about 73 more than me. 409 points for Isaac Berg, who's at the top. 407 for Michal Iciano, who's got 407 points. He scored a massive 96 points this week. And he's got Stevie Wonder as FC. And Red Devils, who has stayed third, so he's been doing well consistently throughout the season. Mohamed Toha is in third on 404 points. Those three have broken the 400 points mark. Everyone else below him on 300 points or more, obviously. So that's the way the top of the table is looking. Are you watching at the moment? Are you top of the table and watching at the moment? Let me know what you think about that. So that's the table at this moment in time. And that's my points. Fucking dreadful, that, innit? I picked up some good points, but then it's just Pogba, Rooney, David Luiz that have really let me down. A goal from Rooney. If Pogba was playing, if David Luiz played, he wouldn't have... Oh, fuck. Why didn't I substitute him out? If he played for Chelsea, he would have had a clean sheet. Gutted. Absolutely gutted. Anyway, guys. That has been it for Adam McKola TV's Premier League review for game week 6. I'm going to put the fancy Premier League code in the description below. So please bear with me for that. And I'll get that to you very, very soon. Thank you for watching today. You've all been absolute legends, and I've really appreciated you watching the show, whether you've watched it live or you've watched this on playback later on today. Thank you for watching. Go and check out the FIFA 18 launch party vlog. Go and check out all the other content on my video. Tuesday, we will have for you the preview ahead of CSKA Moscow. Manchester United against CSKA Moscow. We'll have the preview up for you. We're also going to have another Road to Glory PES 2018 video. Road to Glory. FIFA's out this week. We're going to have FIFA content coming soon too. So we've got loads coming for you. Wednesday, reaction to CSKA Moscow, plus many more videos coming up this week, Wally other week. We've got loads. I'm so excited with the content we've got coming, and I'm adding more to the mix as well. So thank you for watching us here on Adam McKola TV. I'm waffling on now, so I better get going. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and share. I've been Adam McKola. I'm out of here.